Good day. G with the word here. Well, I was just looking at my horoscope for today. No, I was not. If you know me at all, you know that I do not read horoscopes. And I pray that you do not as well. Why? Well, because God calls horoscopes and other things associated with the occult, He calls it sin, and He calls it an abomination. I want you to listen to Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 10 through 13. It reads this way: There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God. Now, in today's language and usage, that means that God condemns spiritism, mediums, the occult in any way, psychics, horoscopes, tarot cards, astrology, fortune tellers, palm readings, seances, and witchcraft. Now, you might say, but that's the Old Testament. It is. But God hasn't changed His mind about what is sin. He isn't sitting in heaven saying, I used to think that those things were sin, but now I have a more open view of things, and they're really okay. No, God hasn't changed His mind about what is sin. Now, let's look at briefly at superstitions. Paul is writing to Timothy in 1 Timothy chapter 4, and it reads this way: If thou put the brethren, he's writing to Timothy, if thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister of Jesus Christ, nourished up in the words of faith and of good doctrine, whereunto thou hast attained. But refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. Now let's look at the definition of superstition from two sources. Listen carefully. From Merriam-Webster's dictionary, it reads this way: Superstition, a belief or practice resulting from ignorance, fear of the unknown, trust in magic or chance, or a false conception of causation, an irrational, abject attitude of mind toward the supernatural, nature, or God resulting from superstition. And then we also read from the Britannica dictionary. It is a belief or way of behaving that is based on fear of the unknown and faith in magic or luck. A belief that certain events or things will bring good or bad luck. Isn't that awful? That's superstition. Now I want to conclude with this. I know that some of you are already saying, I don't really believe in that stuff. I'm just having fun. My brethren, my friend, it's not fun, and it is not harmless. Those things are guaranteed to start influencing your life, maybe in small ways at the first, but the influence will grow. You will find yourself governing your life by those things. My friend, a Christian should not rely upon magic, chance, the occult, or ungodly beliefs. Listen, a Christian cannot have the governance of their lives in two ways. It is either God or the magic, lies, and chance of Satan. Which will you choose? May God bless and guide you this day and in those to come.